Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Makakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, Great Millstone, who rule well. Peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect. This is your brother Dawadah from the Men of Valor Campaign, Greenville, South Carolina, coming back with another video in sincerity and in truth. Lord willing, it can be edifying. And just wanted to do a video through the Spirit, and I've been, saying this to bros, as I speak to them, as I, fellowship with them. And the gist of it is, I want to see brothers, wearing their crowns soon, man. All right, we know that the time is coming where the Lord is going to give out, rewards to his servants, the prophets that stood stiffly, all right, for his name when it wasn't popular to do so, that stood in the face of adversity, that walked through the fire, and came out stronger, didn't fold, didn't bend, didn't crack. All right, there's a reward coming for this work that we're doing, as we know, all right? And that reward, all right, the manifestation of that reward is the kingdom. We get to see our Lord Yahweh Shah. We get to eat and drink at his table. We get to live forever. All right, but most importantly, man, and what really sums it all up is that crown of righteousness. That crown, man. All right, so I want to see brothers, brothers that, I've been laboring with, brothers that we've seen, doing the work, starting with the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. I was just watching, an old video of theirs. I think they did it around 2016, when that Gates of the Noble camp, I believe they were in D.C., and this is back when, it was a lot of them, as far as in one camp, at one time before, the Crown Vic, and brothers that, pretty much separated outward, into smaller groups. But, hey, the men of Yahweh Shemiel Shah have been laboring, man. Laboring for that penny, which is salvation, and laboring for those crowns. All right, the average nigga not thinking about a crown of righteousness, man, because it's not given to him to think about it. All right, we've been given the opportunity to know just how important, rulership is, to know what this all is about, to know what this all means for the heathen to be ruling right now, and then for us to be ruling forever. We understand it. All right, that's no light thing. The average nigga, he thinking about corner blocks. The average nigga, he thinking about, popping the next man woman, hitting this plate, hitting this lick. All right, and they're Israelites. Some of us might have been in that same nigga mentality, but the Lord called us out of it. He called us to a higher purpose, to be able to even receive this, to get the opportunity to receive this, man. All right, so we're of a different spirit. So I want to see brothers with those beautiful crowns on, man. All right, because we've seen brothers in our lowest conditions. We fucked up, having to worry about bills. All right, getting rejected by women and shit, man. We ain't gonna deal with none of this shit, man, very soon. All right, being looked over, being fucked over, being disrespected by these people in the world. We won't see that soon, man. Brothers going through shit. It's gonna be all smiles, all laughter, all joy. Being thankful in the times that we're coming into. So I got this started right here. This is Revelation chapter 3, and I'll start at verse 10. It says, "Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation." And we know the hour of temptation is when the fully mandatory implementation of the CHIP, which is the MOTB. It's going to be that decision where you either fully unplug from this system and trust in Yahweh Shemiel Shah, or you conform to this system and you receive that MOTB for some temporary goodies. But the end result of that is still destruction. You're going to get destroyed. But the Lord is saying, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. So it's going to come upon everybody, but it's a trial. It's a test. And if you don't bend or fold, because, like Yahweh Shah is speaking, because we kept the, and hold on, it's hot out here real quick. So again, the Lord said, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. So it's going to come upon everyone. All right. And a lot of people are going to fold, but the elect aren't going to fold. Verse 11, it says, behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. All right. You got to hold on to what the Lord has given you. All right. Brothers have different offices within this ministry. Every brother isn't necessarily doing the same thing, the same type of videos, but it's all for the edification and exhortation of the body. It's for the body's benefit, right? Some brothers are heavy into going into the history, all right? Some brothers go into, they heavy on the prophecy, heavy on the articles, and linking it with prophecy. Some brothers are heavy on the exhortation. All right, some brothers is heavy on the rebuke. All right, all of it is necessary and needed. But the Lord is telling us to hold on to that no man take thy crown. All right, because we've seen men, that once were among us and now are separated from us. They don't have the opportunity anymore to receive that crown because ultimately it was never for them. All right. So the Lord said, hold fast what thou hast, that no man take thy crown. Let's see what the Apostle Paul said. This is 2 Timothy chapter 4. And actually, let's get this through the Spirit. Let's see something. Let's lock it for a second. I had to see something. All right, I done lost it. This is 2 Timothy chapter 4 and verse 7. Actually, I'll start at verse 5. It says, but whilst thou in all things endure afflictions, do the work of an evangelist, make full proof of thy ministry. And that's what we're doing. While we still can upload on the internet, while we can still go out on the highways and byways, all right, we're doing what we can. We're doing what the Lord is requiring of us to make our calling and election sure. Okay? We're making full proof of the ministry. Verse 6, for I am now ready to be offered, and the time of my departure is at hand. I have fought a good fight. I have finished my course. I have kept the faith. All right, whatever brothers' courses may be, if they're of the elect, they're going to finish their course, whether it's to be martyred for not taking the MOTB, all right, or whether you endure to the end to get beamed up. Finish your course. All right. We're all going to be tried. Verse 8, henceforth there is laid up for me a crown of righteousness, which the Lord, the righteous judge, shall give me at that day. What day is that? The crowning ceremony, man. That's what I'm going to get to next. It says, and not to me only, but unto all them also that love his appearing. Yahushua is going to put the crowns of the heads of the men that stood stiffly for his name, man. We have the opportunity to be of that. So it says those that love his appearing, because not everybody, not even all of Israel is going to love the appearing of Yahushua. You had a lot of Jakes that said, crucify him, let his blood be upon us and our children. Those spirits are back on the earth today, man. But you also have the spirits that love Yahushua. because they were with him from the beginning. And now they're about to receive the reward that has been long awaited. Even Yahushua has been waiting to receive his kingdom. And now we're in the perfect opportunity to receive that if we endure into the end. Let's get this. This is 2nd Esdras chapter 2. And let's see. Verse 42. 2nd Esdras chapter 2 and verse 42. I, Esdras, saw upon Mount Zion a great people whom I cannot number, and they all praise the Lord with songs. All right? That's your elect, man. All right? This is what it's about. And it starts with 144,000, verse 43. And in the midst of them, there was a young man of high stature, taller than all the rest. That's Yahushua. And upon every one of their heads, he set crowns and was more exalted. That's the crowning ceremony. He put crowns on the heads of the men and was more exalted. It says, which I marveled at greatly. Esdras saw this and he was taken back by it. Like, wow. Verse 44. So I asked the angel and said, Sir, what are these? He answered and said unto me, These be they that have put off the mortal clothing and put on the immortal. And how is that going to happen? And I think it's 1 Corinthians, the 15th chapter. In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump, the corruptible must put on incorruption. The mortal must put on immortality. That's going to happen when we get beamed up. It says, these are they that have put off the mortal clothing and put on the immortal and have confessed the name of the Most High, which is Yahweh. Now are they crowned and receive palms. So they're going to be crowned. They're going to receive a kingdom, receive rulership, a crown from Yahushua himself, man. And every brother's crown may be different. It's going to be according to how the Lord sets it up. But it's going to be beautiful, man. I want to see brothers with their crowns on, man. You know how niggas are in this world. They don't want to see, somebody doing better than them, shining. They got an envious and covetous spirit on them. All right, that's not the men of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, man. We want to see each other win. We want to see fellow servants of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua win. What's the ultimate sign that you've won? Is that crown being laid upon your head. I want to see the crowns on you brothers' heads, man. Lord willing, I'll receive a crown. Verse 46. Then said I unto the angel, What young man is it, or young person is it that crowneth them and giveth them palms in their hands? So he asks, who's the one that's crowning them? Verse 47. Because once again, this is a future vision. We know now this is Yahushua. But when during Esdras' time, Yahushua didn't come as that sacrificial lamb yet. So this was future prophecy. Verse 47 again, so he answered and said unto me, It is the Son of the Most High, whom they have confessed in the world. That's what we're doing now. Then began I greatly to commend them that stood so stiffly for the name of the Lord. So Esdras was commending those men. And he's amongst them. So that's what it's about, man. That crowning ceremony, man. It's gonna be a beautiful. It's gonna be a beautiful scene. It's gonna be forever memorialized, man. And that crown that we receive, it'll never rust. It'll never need to be restored. Or I gotta send my crown over here. One of the jewels fell out of it. No, because it's going to be a spiritual crown, but it is going to be physical, but it's going to be a spiritual crown, man. It's going to be something, man, from the Heavenly Father and his Son, man. The greatest gift you could receive. No, everybody's not receiving it. These heathens not receiving no crown, man. Not even all of Israel necessarily will have a crown put on their head by Yahushua. That's reserved for the 144,000, man. That's what we're fighting to be a part of. So, again, man, I want to see brothers with those crowns on soon, man. All right, so with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakakudash, and double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect. Till next time, Shalom.